So, I'm pretty much making a video on this because, for one, this channel's been dead long enough, and two, I just want to talk about this. I know I'm a few years late to this, but not a few years, a few months, excuse me. I had COVID for a week, and I'm still feeling a little. I'm feeling fine, but like my brain is not currently braining right now, if that makes any sense. um. So yeah, if you've been on the internet for the past, or YouTube specifically for the past 2-3 months, I'd say, you all would know about this ginger Irish idiot named Ranting for Vengeance. And oh boy, he is a character. Because I decided to look at his content, but we're going to focus on the one that a lot of people tend to, bully him and make fun of him for, rightfully so, being the Absolute Batman comics. Now, I actually read the Absolute Batman comics, all 6 issues, currently as of right now, as of this recording being released, and they were pretty good. Like, I actually enjoyed them. One of the main reasons why is because of this image right here. And like, I was reading them until then, but when I saw this frame, I knew the moment this was going to be my favorite Batman. Because in what other universe does Batman dropkick a child into a fucking field goal into the ocean? Like, you cannot make this shit up. Like, this is a real frame from the comic. And it gets even better because the mom just fucking dips. But we're not here to talk about Absolute Batman. We're here to talk about Ranting for Vengeance because, again, like I said, he's a character. And I want to pretty much talk about this racist, dumbass, trans-looking loser. And I can say that because he apparently thinks he thinks that he's got the right to call Absolute Batman trans when, like, come on, bro. You look like you missed your sweet 16. You got no right to be talking.
So Absolute Batman issue 2 is out, and my expectations were low, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Trust me, the mediocrity just continues. Before we get into this pile of dog crap, I'd like to thank the Midnight Drop for sending a massive amount of people over to my channel with his insane mental breakdowns.
Like, it's so weird how, like, people who just hate certain things, you just slap the label woke into it.
I'm retarded?
Thanks, bro. It's always cool to see some support from the disabled community.
Right off the bat, we can already tell this guy is fucking delusional. And I have not seen the Midnight Drop's content, but from what it looks like, he seems like a pretty cool guy. And not only that, but just in general, like what he said is true. I do not like using the word woke unless it's like used in the right context. Like, I'm sick of hearing that word. People just throw that word onto anything they don't like, and it's just like, it's lost its meaning. It legit lost its meaning. It's legit lost its meaning, and I just don't like using that word. The only time I actually heard that word used correctly, believe it or not, was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, of all things. Brooklyn Nine-Nine somehow used that word actually factually correct. And the episode that it was in came out like what, 2012, 2013? I'm not entirely sure. But context for that episode, Terry Crews, who plays Terry Jeffords in the show, he was stopped by a police officer who was patrolling the city, and he was stopped and treated hostilely because he was black. That's the context. Like, I don't gotta elaborate any further on that. You all already know what happens in that episode when I say just that alone. But anyways, let's continue.
When you say I'm scared of black people, newsflash, you illiterate troglodyte. Everybody is.
The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away.
Now, let's be clear here. This is a racist as fuck take. And like, it's clear as day, but like, I got black friends, a lot of people got black friends. Like, a lot of the time, like, one of my fucking general managers at my job is black. Alright? Like, the fact that you think that you say that you got the right to say the shit, like you're speaking for everybody here. Not everybody's afraid of black people, you actual fucking idiot. Like, you are the troglodyte here. You are. Not me. Not everybody else. You are. Like, just seriously. I just had to stop there for a moment and give my 2 cents. But yeah, let's continue.
Can't stop looting and burning countries to the ground. Next time you're driving to work and you're enjoying your Marxist Batman comic, try not to get robbed or shot by your fellow brothers. To create an argument, you actually have to make some valid points. You can't just dance around throwing your arms up in the air, making weird noises like you did. It makes you look like a Neanderthal who hasn't picked up a comic except Watchmen in his entire life. Stay in your own lane and go back to anime. You low IQ mental retard.
I'm sorry, this shit is just laughable. Like, I am like a minute into the video, and the way that this fucking, oh my god, this is not how an actual functioning adult talks. Please, 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 for the love of God, be like under 18. I am begging you. Even then, I'm still gonna bully you, because you rightfully deserve it. Like, oh my god. Just, oh my god. Actually pathetic behavior. Yeah. It's an alternate universe. Alternate universe. The whole point of an alternate universe is for things to be different. This is not the Bruce Wayne we know. He's not some sort of rich playboy billionaire. This is a kid who is still young, who has his mom, who saw his dad get shot in a zoo, and he is one of the most brutal depictions of Batman I've ever seen. He's closer to Red Hood, honestly. But need I remind you all, this is the 6th comic. I'm sorry, it's just this frame cracks me up every single time I look at it. Like, it's just so fucking funny. But yeah, again, like, if this was main universe Batman, I could kinda understand and justify, like, the outrage, the moronic outburst you're having, but at the same time, again, alternate universe. This Batman's different. The Wonder Woman next in line is going to be different. The Superman next in line is going to be different. I might like this Superman in the absolute Superman, excuse me, because I do not like Superman. I genuinely don't. I think that it's just like not that great of a series. Like, it doesn't pique my interest. But yeah, like, and you really don't got the right to call Absolute Batman edgy and all that shit when this is what your content is. Like, come on, bro. Like, you are trying so hard to look all cool and all that shit. And if you go down to your fucking first few videos, come on. Seriously? Like, really? Like, you listen to fucking death metal. Death metal. That's the most edgy shit music I've ever heard in my life. Same with, like, modern day rap and hip hop. Like, come on, dude.
And in issue 2 of Absolute Batman, Black Barbara Gordon shows up once again, but this time she actually gets to speak, and she's insufferable. We get this scene where Jim Gordon, Harvey Bullock, and Black Barbara are all in the hospital with Gordon after the pathetic party animals attack. Harvey Bullock is some dumbass who wants to arrest Batman, and Black Barbara has to step in and school him. Remember that part in Batman Year 1, where Jim Gordon and the entire police force are planning to capture Batman and arrest him, and then some race-swapped token Black stepped in and told everybody the truth. Me neither. Why was that? Oh yeah, it's because Frank Miller can actually write, unlike most people working in comics today.
I find it astonishing he focuses so much on Barbara Gordon being black when she's only been in, like, what, 2-3 issues? The first time she showed up, it was just one frame. The second time, like, yeah, what he said. And the third time, in the recent comic, like, she's, like, trying, like, they have this, like, whole thing where I'm trying not to spoil anything, But Bruce like, then do it, shoot me or arrest me or whatever. And like, she's just a side character in the comics. Like, the most importance that she had was in the 2nd issue, I believe, and the current 6th issue. Like, what? She's not really that important to the story, dude. I get that he made this video like a few months ago, but at the same time, again, come on.
So then Martha Wayne, who should be dead by the way, comes to visit Jim Gordon in the hospital. Why is she in the story again? I have a prediction as to why they'd leave Martha Wayne alive in this universe. Maybe it's so later on she can become some well-known villain as a big plot twist. But that's just what I'm thinking. I don't know any other reason why she should actually be in the story. Anyways.
Or, again, it's an alternate universe. I'm gonna say this again for your slow brain. Alternate universe. An alternate timeline where Batman's mom is alive. It's really not that hard to make out, man.
Then we get to one of the most annoying parts in this comic. Martha Wayne comes in and asks, how's Gordon doing? Gordon, like a normal human being, tries to respond and instead gets interrupted by this stupid bitch. It turns out she was talking to Babs instead. What? What in the name of Jesus Christ am I reading? Why is this cringe dialogue included in the comic? If you can't see why this comic is unbelievably cringy, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But as it continues, I actually think this scene is one of the better ones in the comic. Jim Gordon and Martha Wayne share a cigarette whilst talking about the death of Thomas Wayne. Just when I thought this story wasn't actually that bad, then we get this flashback of young Bruce staying inside and not going out with his friends. His mother tries to help him out, saying, man, just go outside. And then, wouldn't you know it, he starts screaming into her face. This might be some sort of habit for this universe's Bruce Wayne. When you don't like something, flip out like a retard and start yelling and cursing. What?
Bro, he's a kid that just lost his dad. He literally saw his dad get shot. I would react in a similar situation. Like, I would want to enclose myself and not go outside, even with my friends. Because, truth be told, when my dog died, that's exactly what I did. I enclosed myself, I did not go out. I was pretty much a shut-in loser for 4 years. I had no job, I did not want to see my friends that much, I was just depressed. Keep in mind, this is at the end of 2020, like October. So, yeah, needless to say, I was an emotional wreck. But at the end of the day, I came through, I pulled through, got myself an actual job, unlike your dumbass. I need to keep hammering that in because I'm making actual money. And, just, yeah, like, he's a kid. He's a child that saw his dad die in front of his face. How do you not even think that this is an actual reasonably, like, response that a kid would have? Dumbass.
What happened to the stoic Batman? I don't care, alternate universe or not. He doesn't resemble Batman or Bruce Wayne in any way. At the very end of this issue, we get another flashback of young Bruce. Young Selena Kyle comes to visit Bruce. And am I the only one who despises this backstory for Batman? In the TV show Gotham as well, they did the same cringy storyline. When they did that before, it sucked horribly. And if that's what we're getting here, this comic is gonna reach a new level of crap.
You know, I'm getting kind of sick of saying that this is an alternate universe because he is literally just showing us how dumb he is by not... He literally said that this is an alternate universe, and he doesn't give a crap. I'm probably gonna need some alcohol in my system or something. This is why I didn't want to do this. But... hey, I mean... yay! Welcome back, people. Welcome back.
And then we get to the art. So I understand being abstract and your art being a little unorthodox. Just look at Tim Sale's art on Batman. Sure, it can look a bit weird at times, but it never feels out of place because that was the style in which Tim Sale drew. Rest in peace, by the way, to that absolute comics legend. But in this comic, there's no set abstract art style. The whole comic is totally normal, except for just 2 panels. Now, when I first saw these, I had to spend 40 minutes picking myself back up off the ground and wiping away the tears of laughter. The first one occurs when Bruce Wayne confronts Joe Chill in prison. Alfred, who still looks idiotic by the way, is watching them and narrating. What he says to Chill, I don't know, but I can only imagine. Oh yeah, this is gonna be badass. I wonder what Bruce is. Oh my sweet mother of God. Who hit Robert Pattinson with a bus? You couldn't have redone this one panel. Really? And look at what we got. If you read Walt Simonson Thor, you see great use of shadows in the art. This is the exact opposite of that. He looks less like a wealthy gentleman and more like My Chemical Romance.
Again, this is not supposed to be the rich person Bruce that we're all familiar with. How in the fuck are you this stupid? Seriously?
The second instance of unforgivably bad art is in this scene where Bruce is sitting down playing poker with his friends. By the way, his friends are all Batman villains as well, which I suppose isn't the worst idea, but it's still a bit goofy to listen to Harvey make 1,000 puns about coins and being two-faced. We get it. Now stop it. It's painful to read. Now once again, I don't know what the artist was smoking, but goddamn, what is going on here? Bruce literally looks like Frankenstein. What's up with his forehead? You couldn't have went back and redrew that? You actually left that in? I know I'm gonna get some nutjob TikTok kids commenting on this video saying, bro, you can't comment on appearances. Just look at yourself in the mirror.
You know, that's the one thing you said that I actually agree with you on, because you look completely stupid. Now, I know that I'm not supposed to speak because I'm not showing my actual face, but unlike you, I actually value my privacy. So I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm a fat, balding, nearing 25-year-old man, and that's all I need to know. Like, that's all I need to know. Like, that's the average description of a lot of Americans right now. But at the same time, like, bro, look at you. Look at you. You got no right to speak when you look like this. Come on, buddy, take them glasses off. Come on. I'm gonna stop right here because I'm just like, this is actively pissing me off. Because just hearing this idiot it boggles my mind. It truly does. I am in such disbelief at the fact that someone can be this much of a fucking idiot and not realize it. Like, do you not realize that half the shit that you're saying that's coming out of your mouth is contradicting what you're already saying? Like, I hope to God that you're under 18, because if you're an actual functioning adult in society, that's plain sad. And quite frankly, you need to get some help. I might see y'all again in another fucking like 2-3 years or so, if you're lucky. Because this is one of the reasons why I stopped doing this shit on this channel. Like, dumbasses like this actually piss me off. And quite frankly, we need less of that in the world. We need a lot more positivity. We need just a lot more to... We just need more positivity in the world. Like, we need people to make us laugh in a good way, and overall just get us in a better mood. And not fucking idiots like this ginger. Like, seriously. Until then, yeah. I hope you have a great day, evening, night, whatever time it is. Until then, I'm gonna go play Repo with my friends, having a good time, and I'll see y'all later. Take care.